Where are you going?
I'm right here. I'm good. Okay, we're better. I'm just gonna get.
We just started. You're running away.
No, I'm getting closer to Brandon.
Oh. Why are you always so sexual with our guests?
It boosts viewers.
Oh. Soft porn, I see. Soft porn. Well, welcome to episode 2 of Let's Have a Fefe of season 5.
Yeah, because
wow. This is your Wednesday night conversation, and we are welcoming Mr. Brandon McGill, right? You said it right?
That's right.
I said it right. I said something right.
Praise Jesus.
I couldn't speak English earlier because I was
I don't know what the hell. Messaging on Facebook, and I was like, "Are you drinking already? It doesn't even make sense. What are you doing?"
But that was sober. That was my second cup of coffee.
You totally called my project the wrong name, but I didn't correct you either.
What was I supposed to call it?
Oh my God!
We'll correct it later. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's transcendent.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, just the T.
Just the T.
Just the T.
It's all over on
just on everything.
I don't care.
Felicia,
sorry.
You have foundation on your teeth. How does that happen? What is going on with
How does that happen?
I can't even tonight. Oh my God.
Maybe I got a little hungry. Hi, Ryan.
Oh
no,
my
Ryan.
goodness.
I painted Ryan.
Ryan says he's still finding paint in his ears.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what y'all be doing.
What did y'all do this weekend?
You first. You're our guest.
Oh, okay. I painted Lydia, who we just posted today. So that was wonderful.
Hi, Karen. Sorry, I like to scream things.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh my God.
So Lydia came out really great. I also did a photo shoot with Devin pretty recently.
I saw that. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to do mix it up a little bit in the summertime. Show a little photography, a little skin outdoors.
It's too hot to be outside. Who does that?
But it was like sunset kind of, that golden
God
hour.
was turning down that temperature.
Yeah,
and said, maybe you can go outside.
Yeah, a little bit. It's not so bad.
I don't
Plus,
know.
he was shirtless and
I'm a ginger.
and he was wearing nothing but a pair of skin tights.
What? Wait, I got a laptop over here.
Oh God, here we go.
I was like, okay, Devin, get on top of that mountain.
What?
Wait
a second.
Underwear.
Oh,
I am busy taking the internet. Oh my God.
Oh,
wow.
God. What did you do, Felicia?
I slept all day. Saturday and mostly Sunday.
You know?
Well, see, what people don't see is that I am really on the go a lot. So, and I kind of overwork myself. I'm a workaholic.
I feel that.
Is this Workaholic Anonymous?
I feel like this is the Workaholic
Anonymous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is all the people who are workaholics.
So, when we went to San Diego, I was taking cough medicine. I was doing it up so that I would, just be ready to go. But
a very Chris Crocker face.
But we're trying to get him on the show if you know him.
Okay. Hashtag Chris Crocker.
Hey. But I had gotten to a point where I woke up on Saturday morning and Scott asked me what I wanted to do, and I said nothing.
Which sometimes is the best thing ever.
When I say I slept all day, I only woke up to pee and eat.
Hopefully
those are the
hopefully
best
you left
things.
the bed to do those things.
Well, I can never promise those.
Right. So
you never assume. Don't assume those things.
So on, I think it was Friday. It was either Thursday or Friday. Since I've worked in rescue and I volunteer and I've had foster dogs and things like that. I have a lot of rescues on my personal Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And on one of them, which was our Lost Our Homes Facebook.
You're paying attention.
Oh my God. They shared one of the dogs.
Tell us more
had,
about these dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
That had been in and out of shelters for 3 years. This dog has not had a permanent home for 3 years.
Wow.
That's more than half of her life.
What kind of dog was that? I know you said that already.
She's a little like boxer mix. She's really cute. She's, you know, very sweet. She, you know, she actually they brought her up from Mexico. They saved her from euthanasia there, and then she was on the E-list here, and then now she was
Donald Trump doesn't.
The E-list? Oh, okay.
euthanasia list.
Oh, it's like, did she have to be E-verified?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So
we're gonna do the A-list, the B-list.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
like
she's
the
the
E-list.
Wow, below Kathy Griffin. Wow.
man.
Can we get her on the show?
That would be interesting.
I just insulted her, but
Right. Good job.
welcome.
That's good. So I sent a picture of this dog to my girlfriend, and I was like, "Look at this dog. She looks really sad."
That sounds really familiar.
Really
Is
sad.
this a ploy?
No. So I happened to find out all the information where she was and what she was doing.
Oh my god.
So long
that sounds
story
so
short.
familiar.
So how many dogs do you have now?
I only have 2.
100?
Just 2.
He only
But
has 2.
we actually
But
she went to
continue.
go see this little girl, and oh my god, she was so sad and so like she's been in shelters for 3 years. 3 years.
Understand.
So long story short, she ended up adopting her. But the transformation for this dog, this is like the best thing ever because I got to spend Saturday and Sunday with them
While I was sleeping.
and even like that overnight, like just that, she was a completely different dog. Like
Oh
she
my
was
God.
running and prancing, and when I came, I went over there on
Sunday?
was it Monday?
Saturday?
I think it was Monday. Monday I went over there, and like she came over and she like jumped up to meet me, and she got on the couch for the first time. Like it's so awesome. So that's how I spent.
So your
I
dog
have
is a
to
little
s-
happy.
I have to
Yes.
say that sometimes people forget that animals are like, they have emotions.
They really do.
And I notice from that familiar story when I adopted an animal from Freddy.
I just posted a picture on Scotty's wall. That's all I did.
See what I mean by it sounds familiar?
And you fell in
You
love.
watch out, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be adopting several hundred
The
dogs.
little-
You better watch out.
One-eyed blonde chihuahua out there. That's how I ended up with that one.
Yeah. And then he was like, I'm just going to bring it over. Just
Just
see how she, see how
maybe she gets along with Javi. Javi needs a friend.
This is 2 years.
A forever,
Well, actually, she is my forever friend.
yeah,
'cause
forever furry.
At first, she was supposed to be Scott's friend. But you know how ladies go. Ladies
Yeah.
bond.
But yeah, that was that, and it was really freaking awesome, and
You better watch your Facebook wall.
just it was so cool to watch this dog who all she did pretty much all day Saturday was just kind of sit, and you know she slept a lot of the day, and then by Sunday she was up running around, and then by Monday when I went over there she was jumping up, she got on the couch for the first time.
That sounds like my vibe.
She's super
Slept all day.
sweet, and she's like she gets along with everybody, and she lets my girlfriend's go hug her and like get all she's just a doll.
Can I just say that your girlfriend's daughter is adorable? Like, I wish there was, like,
When did you meet her?
when we came back from San Diego, you're welcome.
Oh, that's right.
And they were reading books.
Yes, they were reading books.
Forgotten.
Yeah. I'm
Were you
sorry.
even there?
I was
You weren't even there. You didn't even party with us.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have a present for you.
Oh, wait.
So it's not work
Oh,
safe.
wait, look, Quinn's back.
It's not work safe, so I'm going to be careful about
And-
showing this to you.
Quinn needs
It's
your
okay.
shirt and my face. And Brandon's
No, I
soul.
thought she said she wanted my
Oh,
shirt.
who do we have on here, by the way?
We've got Quinn Rose, Karen Crusher,
Hello.
Ryan's
My
watching.
husband, my boobs are in the suitcase out in the kitchen if you want to bring them.
if you want
wanna
to break
bring 'em
Felicia's
in.
boobs, that would be amazing.
But my man boobs are kind of coming through. You know, look at
That's
I
good.
got the teen pre-egg cut building.
Oh, it's terrible.
I should have worn a scarf.
Or something.
Yeah, I'm the
Because I got
only
those
one that
Michelle
wears
Obama
scarves.
arms.
You do.
With a little bit of the flack from Oprah.
I don't. I'm trying to not have look. My bingo arms aren't too bad.
Oh, you don't get the Oprah jig?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I want to show you what I got you. So
So,
I have you a framed Prinze
Oh my God, that's
from my
Wow.
7 Deadly Sins series.
That's awesome.
What's that?
Oh
Wow.
my god.
I mean, we can
It has scales on it.
probably show it.
You can probably show it.
Carefully.
That's freaking awesome.
Is that the same person?
So Celine is actually in this project. But
Oh.
that's Celine's butt.
Oh.
And then that's Tyler.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure it wasn't the same person.
No, actually, some people have thought it was the same person. So it's Pride and Lust, and Lust is
Oh.
obviously
That reminds you of
That's awesome.
maybe there you go.
Right.
Pride and
Yeah.
Lust.
as he looks at me. Wow.
Which one's Pride? Which one's Lust?
You can be Pride,
Wait,
I'll take Lust.
Lust, Pride. It makes
Well,
sense.
you guys all the guests keep falling in love with him.
Anyway, this is yours for wherever you want to hang it.
We can put it on our wall.
Yes.
Look at that.
I don't have any.
We need to do like what like fancy places do and like get pictures of all of our guests and put them up on our wall.
Oh, we could do that. We totally could do that. Husband, if you're watching still, the camera's out there somewhere too.
Oh my god. So
As long
Just
as I get
like-
like a nipple on the shot.
always have
I have
nipples.
to-
Must have
Well,
nipples. We can all
These
have
nipples are very intriguing. Do you see these nipples? You like these nipples.
Oh,
They're gear nipples.
those are pretty cool nipples.
We need to call your surgeon and let them know
Right, and
this
be like, "Can you
option
make
needs
that
to be
happen?"
available.
Yeah.
Yeah, go flip through a book of designer nipples.
Well, Brandon had these on somebody, and I love them.
I would like these nipples right here. If you
I don't know where to put this. I'm very clumsy, so I'm gonna give it to Freddie.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ! Right, I'm gonna set it back here.
Now he drops
Wherever
it.
you want to put it. That's
The
what he
Lord
said.
willeth.
Until we have
The
somebody
Lord
put it.
willeth.
All right, so we're gonna move on to just the tip.
Mmm.
Okay, so
I feel like we have seen some of the things that we're gonna see in
possibly in other episodes in different contexts, yes.
Yes. That's where I was going.
Okay,
Speaking
so-
English.
For those of you who are unaware, Buck Angel, who, for those of you who don't know who Buck Angel is, he was sort of the pioneer FTM porn star. Like, he was one of the first to actually be recognized
I
as
don't
sort
want
of
to
a
say adult
mainstream.
film because that was adults. That was adults.
Right. So, Buck Angel has teamed up with a brand of sex toys called Perfect Fit, and he has designed an FTM stroker, which is great and all. However,
I don't like the name.
I don't like the name either, but there's a few other things I don't like about it more than the name.
Should I show it down?
Go ahead. So, Felicia's going to bring it up. This is called,
It's not much to be excited about, though.
it really isn't. It almost looks like a butt plug.
I know, I'm trying
Um,
to figure it out.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
This is,
I want to pre-order.
you
one.
didn't get the whole thing. You can't see the whole
What
website.
whole
You can't
thing?
see- I sent you the website.
This is the website.
Oh, there you go. I was like, can you see? You need to see the other pictures.
Oh, I can flip them.
Oh, okay. So that's what it looks like on the inside.
Oh.
What do you do with that?
It's a stroker. What do you think you're supposed to do with it?
I'm here to be educated.
Oh
We've
my
talked
God.
about this before.
Okay, so for trans men, and this is designed specifically for trans men who are on testosterone because of the changes that happen with testosterone. What this
Is it painful?
is what painful?
You made it sound like it's painful.
No, I'm just saying without saying what the changes are,
Mhm.
the changes that come with
Your
testosterone.
vagina falls out?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is designed technically to fit over the part that tends to enlarge with testosterone.
Oh!
It's a stroker. You can put it away.
Oh, I don't want to put away my stroker.
Oh, God. So while I like the concept and while I like the idea that it's been, that there's a toy out there that's designed specifically for trans guys, here come some of my issues with it. First of all,
There's no glitter version.
there is no glitter version. That's the first one. Second, okay, so
What
it's
the
made.
fuck is up with that book? Gotcha.
Okay, so it's made out of a material called silaskin, and what it is it's Perfect Fit's own concoction, and it's a blend of TPR and silicone.
What is TPR?
TPR is a thermoplastic rubber material that that can be melted and molded like plastic, but remains flexible like rubber.
Oh.
Here's the problem with that.
So I can make a shoulder pad out of it.
Right. It's porous. You can't sterilize it. It gets sticky in temperatures over 86 degrees.
Oh, well, it would not last here.
You
Your
can't.
body's over 86 degrees.
Right? I'm like, what are you supposed to do with this?
Yeah. Is it like a perma-stuck thing?
Right?
So does that mean you can't?
Well, you wouldn't want to insert it.
Or is it just a...
It's a stroker. Stroker. And you can't really store
We're
it
talking about
with
real issues here.
You can't store it with other plastic toys and things like that, because what happens is it starts to melt and then bonds to the toys.
Oh, so it becomes a super toy. That's exciting.
Can you put it on another toy? That'd be fun.
Like a dolphin.
Right, like a dolphin. It just And with TPR toys, generally you want to use a condom with them, but you can't.
How do you put a condom on it?
Exactly. You can't use a condom with this because
they don't make them that small.
I mean, you could find a finger cot, maybe.
What about just a tiny hat?
That's just a tiny hat.
Is this a stroker? A stroker hat.
This is my stroker hat.
I mean, they look kind of the same.
Right? Apparently my hat looks like a little penis. So, because it's a stroker designed for FTMs, you can't use a condom with it. And you're gonna have to, like, soap and water isn't gonna cut it if you're cleaning this toy. You're gonna have to use a toy cleaner.
It's
like
$30. That's nearly
it's $30.
Almost $40 after shipping.
Yep.
So that sounds so unsafe. This sounds like it can cause infection almost.
It says it's got, it's a silicone blend, but just because there's silicone in it doesn't make it safe and doesn't
does it come
make
with its own cleaner?
Of course not.
Of course.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Yeah.
So get rid of that.
I'm not sure about this, and I'm kind of bet that somebody that actually works in the sex industry would just be like, wouldn't try to find something made out of silicone or something out of a better material. I'm like, I don't understand, like, why?
We've only had one person on our show from the sex industry, but I think that person was very educated. Season 1.
Yeah.
Get your life. But yeah, he's gone on to be a lawyer, which is great.
So, hey, that's fine.
Like a lawyer with benefits?
Right.
Essentially.
Right. So, if you're looking for if you are an FTM and if you are on testosterone, because really things like strokers are only really going to kind of work for you if you are on testosterone. If you're not on testosterone,
so this isn't for ladies that have a enlarged.
Well, I mean, yes, you could if you have an enlarged clitoris, you could, but that might be a little weird. A lot of women don't really think of stroking as a masturbation.
Some people, but I know straight women that like to peg.
Yes, well, yes, but I mean, it could work.
But this is on top of it, right? Am I understanding this right?
Okay, so here's
that hole. The clit goes in the hole.
Yes,
so if a woman has an enlarged clitoris, she could, yes, but is that not a thing for women?
Generally, not so much. No.
Women, get a clue.
Because generally the stroking is a masculine, because you're a stroker.
But what about butch lesbians?
Why not just use a couple shake weights?
You could do that too.
And then just add a toy at the end. Done and
so,
done.
For those trans guys that are on testosterone that are looking for something along the lines of a stroker or whatever, but you don't necessarily want to spend $30 on something.
Which one do you want first?
Whichever one. I have a couple of alternatives for you. And these are things that you can find. They are inexpensive. Use them like a couple of times. What you do is use them once, make sure you clean them off, you can use them again, and then you chuck them. So they're inexpensive. They're designed to be inexpensive, and they're designed to be disposable.
Please don't be cheap and keep something that's supposed to be inexpensive. And just because condoms are expensive, don't mean you get to use them again, okay?
Right? You don't reuse your condom.
Do people do that?
I rinse it off, put it back in your pocket.
I'll find an option.
Somebody, I know somebody did somewhere.
I'm sure there's a pregnancy case going on right now.
It looks like a sad parachute afterward. So.
Okay, so this is called a Juicy Mini, I believe it's what it's called. And
They look like balloons.
They kind of look like balloons. They're supposed to look like little fruit.
Do you squeeze it into your water and it flavors it?
Yes, that's exactly what you do with that.
Crystal Light.
So if you look at the wrapping on it, the wrapping will tell you what the texture is like inside.
Oh, let me make that bigger.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So what it is, it's just a little like it's a little sleeve.
So grape is herpes.
Right.
Oh.
It's a little sleeve, and
kind of close to the chlamydia on the lemon.
You know, it's small, it's handy, and these things usually only cost about $7.
What do you want? Are these for oral pleasure?
No, you take it out of the thing. You take it out, and it's a little. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Are they flavored?
No,
They look like
it's
they
a
are.
jack
Why
off
is it called
sleeve.
grape?
You open the container and you pull out the sleeve.
Why does it matter what flavor?
It's not a flavor. It's a texture.
Why would you call it grape if it's not a flavor?
I feel like
misleading.
I'm being misled.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
my
little
god.
misleading. If I saw that in a convenience store, I'd be like, some grape.
Oh my gosh. You need to jack off with
And then
this?
you pull it out and surprise, it's a jack off sleeve. Bonus.
But it doesn't have a flavor.
But I can't put it in my
flavor.
drink.
No, you can't.
I want a Moscato flavor. How do we make that happen?
It sounds like it would burn.
Dear
A
God.
little bit.
So these guys they're small, they're cheap, you get them, you use them, and
Who are you
Just
calling
like your
it?
first date.
Who are you calling
Right?
small and cheap?
right? Another one, and this is pretty, these are pretty common, are the Tenga eggs. Same sort of concept.
They have these for men, right?
They are for men.
Oh, my
The
bad.
hell?
Do they have like a creamy sensor?
That's not what I
And
meant.
you open them
I'm
up.
so
I'm so
good.
sorry.
Do you open these up on Easter and they have a creamy
Yes,
sensor?
absolutely.
Oh, I love
They
those
can have a
Cadbury
creamy
eggs.
sensor.
That's great.
So again, the wrappers on these tell you what the texture's like on the inside. So you've got some that have little swirlies. You've got some that so
One that says Twister.
right.
Goodness.
Clicker.
Hey, the bottom one's the Matrix.
And they're actually they feel
Oh, what's wavy?
they're
you have an
they're
heavy
soft.
floating.
Again, they
Oh.
run about $7. And
Ryan, your boyfriend shouldn't be afraid. He should be
your
educated.
boyfriend, right? Your boyfriend should learn something.
And then when you're moaning and groaning, try not to yell out Freddy or Felicia.
Oh God.
Hi, Apple. Hi, Patty. Hi, Quinn. I'm just
So,
saying hellos.
Quinn is mad it's not a flavor either.
See, it should be a flavor.
So again, with the Tenga eggs, they're small.
Did
The
you say Jenga eggs?
Tenga.
Do you stack
You
them?
can stack them. You can use a few of them.
Oh.
These are actually great. I love Tenga eggs. They're amazing for all sorts of things. First of all, you can use them as jack-off sleeve. You can also put them.
You are the sex toy rescue.
Scott, you've
Scott.
never egg before. Is it,
We have
is
that.
it an anal bead?
No.
No. And it's soft and it's pliable and
Oh.
it's got different, you know. You
And
can
when
also
somebody's back here and
there's all sorts of things.
Oh.
Right. And if you are someone that likes vibration, you can actually take one of the sleeve. You can take the thing off now.
Why? You don't want. I have one more.
But they,
I don't know.
want to
What's
see
the other
our
one?
faces.
Oh, that one will work too.
Oh,
Okay,
cute.
shit.
Is that
Um,
your penis?
Yes.
Oh my
I dropped
god!
my penis. I
It's
washed
so
my
much
penis the
bigger
other
than I imagined.
So these are some. This is
I
another,
love their names.
right.
Except for
Yeah, the names are a little meh, but it's the same sort of concept.
they should have stuck with the L's.
They're right. They're gonna be, you know, you can grip them. They're textured enough on the inside that they will fit pretty much anybody because the hole is small enough, so it's not gonna feel like you're, you know. But yeah,
Shoving.
so right. So those are some alternatives to something that's gonna cost you $30 that you can't sterilize and you're essentially is going to end up disposable anyway because it's going to get gross. It's going to get gross.
All I
You
know is
can't-
I think that a lot of people that follow our show are getting more educated,
I hope so.
and I think they're more freaks than anything. Like, I mean, like freak, like as in you have sex a lot.
Well, there you go.
You drop it like it's hot, and you don't get back up for a while.
I like sex.
And then you play Jenga with your Tenga.
There you go. And now we're done sharing sex toys, and I hope YouTube allows us to stay on for one more
It's fine. So there you go. There are some alternatives to the buck off, which again, I said, I think it's
thirsty.
I think it's great that there's a product out there designed for trans guys, but I'm a little bent that really.
So
I don't know.
Freddie and I have talked about this, and if Shelly's watching, you should help him with this. I think that he should do reviews on sex toys.
Do you know how expensive sex toys are?
Well, if you do well enough, we could start getting sponsors, and sponsors can start sending them to you.
All right. Well, I will start on that. There's a few things I have in my repertoire. Okay.
I know your drawer is a little full, but you can empty it out. Okay.
Why would I empty it out?
Well, for the new shit.
Just add to it.
Well, I guess you're gonna need a new dresser.
Probably.
It's not the nightstand. It's the dresser.
Yeah, a nightstand drawer won't cut it. That's not gonna. Yeah. So, but no, that could be a thing. That could be a thing. So anyway, there you go. There's my Justin tip. Now on to the good shit.
The good shit?
Which is not me.
Oh, I thought you were the good shit.
Well,
we did not have a Fefe offie because you know why? You know why?
Why?
A lot of people want to know a lot of shit about you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And you oh my God. I thought, at first I thought you were playing, like, maybe 5 people will be like, I have a question for you. But.
All right, then what we need to do is we need to run through these questions.
Okay, read the bio.
All right.
He's going to paint while, should I take my wig off?
Are you gonna put up his pictures and stuff while we're doing this?
Shit, I don't know. I've been drinking.
Okay, so there's the nipple. Okay, so I'm gonna read this bio exactly the way that Felicia.
You don't have to read
No.
Oh,
It's the way that Felicia puts this.
Okay, you cut it down.
Body painter.
I took that off his Twitter because it was the shortest bio that I saw.
Raw Makeup Artist of the Year for Arizona, just one of many awards and accolades that he received. Made of chaos, creativity, and 2 nipples.
I added the 2 nipples from his Twitter profile.
That's good. Okay. That's good.
See, I
you incorporated.
Currently working on a new project called Transcendent, where he's
without an S.
Right.
Posted it.
You want to tell us a little bit about that while you're there, and then I'll run through the questions while you're.
Show them. So Transcendent was a desire to.
These aren't all transcendents, huh?
Not all.
No.
I'm just gonna flip through them, ladies.
Yes,
and
go through them.
gentlemen.
Go through them, explore, all that fun stuff. Look at that sassy thing. So Transcendent was born from my desire to give the trans and non-binary community more exposure. I felt like there was a lot of harmful legislation being passed.
Oh my gosh, I know this person.
Hey, look, it's Ryan. There was a lot of harmful legislation being passed that I felt was very unfair. And so I announced, I think probably sometime, I want to say almost last year, that this is something that I wanted to do. And everything kind of came into play, and now we're doing it. And it's been positive so far. It's been an education for me, and hopefully for everyone else in the process.
So with your models, are you are you getting their stories? How are you doing all this?
This is one of my favorites.
Yes.
I like that one too.
So we spend about 3 to 6 hours together. So you kind of hear their life story, you hear their journey, what sort of struggles they have.
You need to bring some more wine because you're going to be spending a lot of time.
Sure.
I'll go get the wine.
Okay.
Here, you talk to Felicia. You want to take that off so people can see him?
Oh, I left one of the pictures free because I want you to talk about it.
Which picture would you like
Well, finish your story.
Well, no, I mean, I'm pretty much more or less done.
I'm just going to bring in the bottle.
Okay, sounds good.
I want you to talk about that.
Oh, so Monster. That was a fun thing. Were you curious about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
and I wonder why that is covering up. You sent it to me. Why it's not covered up?
So there's a censored version and an uncensored version. The uncensored version.
Oh, you're waiting until after the show.
No. Only the theater sells the uncensored version. So this is an actual play that went on. Okay. It's a real play with real feelings. It was called Monster, directed by Damon Daring. Well, actually, sorry, Kenneth Anthony took over this particular production, but Damon Daring did the casting. And it was a fun play. It was very interesting, kind of like a twist on Frankenstein. But they came to me and said, we want you to do like your version of it. And I remember Damon seeing what I had put together so far, and he was watching me do this live. And he was getting so nervous because I was doing like reds and greens and yellows and all this crazy prosthetics. And he was like, I don't trust this guy. Because my style is unorthodox and it's a bit over the top and crazy. And I can see how if you're seeing it in progress, you don't know what's going on.
Well, if you ever saw me paint, you probably wonder what the fuck.
Well, because it's true. When you're looking at it in progress, it looks like a
kind of
mess.
see that after.
Yeah.
Sometimes we look at it and we're like,
reads are real.
my wine suddenly magically refilled.
Where are your glasses? You need your glasses.
Somebody has to read you because the person that would normally read you is no longer here. So
I
have to.
That is not right. That is not right. So you took over the reins, is that what you're saying?
Somebody has to.
I know.
The reins, the whips, the chains.
Well, I got this one in here. I have 2 men that keep me fairly grounded. I encourage every drag queen to have at least 2 men in their lives that will say, you know, girl, you really shouldn't wear that.
Right. All right, so what's going to happen now is Brandon's going to do a quick demo on Felicia.
But he's going to answer questions.
Well, all right, we're gonna work on our multitasking skills here. So earlier,
I'm going to take off my wig.
Oh, probably should, yeah. So he's going to do this blindfolded. No. And we're going to see. Surprise!
Lord Jesus.
Damn it! I was hoping he'd go ahead and.
Oh, you have to go, Ryan? Ryan, you're going to miss the best part.
Right? What the hell, Ryan?
What a bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you.
Damn. But yeah, so Brandon's going to do sort of a quick a demo here on Felicia.
He's acting like I'm afraid of
phenomenal.
this.
And while he's doing that, we're going to go ahead and ask him some questions that some of his fans have been asking him on Facebook that he's going to answer here. So, this one's from Ryan. What has been your biggest challenge with a body you have painted?
Besides the hairy one.
Besides the hairy one.
I remember that.
I forgot to put that on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So one time I painted this politician and an actor. Well, it's a secret. No one knows because I didn't show the photos to anyone.
Oh, okay, good.
I wasn't allowed to.
Right.
But they were.
Probably know.
It was like a sabotage body painting where one of them didn't tell the other one he was getting painted. They just showed up and surprise, you're gonna get naked in front of me.
Wow.
And it was so awkward because I was trying to paint him, and the other guy who was surprised kept turning away from me.
That's not gonna. You can't. That's not gonna work.
And finally, I'm like, if you want me to paint you, you have to face me. I can't keep chasing you in a circle.
Wow.
So that was super awkward. And he kept looking at his boyfriend. He's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. And it was like, what kind of relationship is this?
All right then.
Because usually I work with very loving, like, I feel like if you're going to get painted together, you have to have a really special connection. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, because that's like, I feel like the next level beyond, because not only are you comfortable with each other, but you're comfortable to be naked in front of someone else. And that's a very vulnerable position to be in. So I get it.
I looked like this once after a night of drinking and what have you.
I totally get it. But it was really, really awkward.
So that might actually be the answer to this next question, which is, what is the most awkward situation you've been in?
There's plenty of awkward situations. But that's, I mean, that really takes a kick. There was that time that guy was doing drugs
that makes sense.
while I was painting him. But
Jesus, yeah, okay, that'll...
What? Okay.
So I kind of got in trouble for talking about this at a convention because I wasn't being sensitive to people who use drugs. So I apologize in advance.
Trigger warning. If you have used drugs or know somebody that has used drugs in the past, and you may be affected by this, please leave the room.
I'm going to be real sensitive, though. I'm going to try to be sensitive. But I didn't know he was...
We're not sensitive.
Okay. I didn't know he was...
Right.
I didn't know he was doing drugs at the time. And not only was that, he was also drinking. I just thought he smelled homeless.
This isn't about me, just so everybody knows.
No, because there was like a weird off smell, and it's that
trying to shower.
It's that cheap alcohol smell.
Right.
I'm talking about like that rubbing alcohol smell.
Oh.
But I couldn't put 2 and 2 together, and I'm just like, maybe he didn't bathe very well. This is in the beginning when I was real desperate, and I basically was
girl, don't admit to desperation.
No, but you know, in the beginning, you're like, I will paint anyone and everyone, right?
Yeah, that's how you practice.
That's how you start. And so mostly it was my friends. That one, not so much anymore. So he, in the middle of his whole face, he falls to the ground.
Multitasking.
and just starts sleeping. And I'm like, you're in full makeup. You need to get up. And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I'm like, no, you need to get up.
Wow.
And so he goes to throw up, and he comes back, and I'm like, do you want some mouthwash? And he goes, I'm good. Let's do this.
No.
So that's a funny story, but a gross story. No. I apologize if I seem insensitive.
No.
But I feel like if you're going to get painted by someone.
Christoph Phillips.
I feel like if you're going to get painted by someone, you should probably be professional and show up.
Scotty. All right, here's another one. You're a new addition to the crayon box. What color would you be and why?
This is from Brandon Michael.
I feel like we're in a pageant,
Yes. I would be the gayest teal possible.
Teal is good. I like teal.
Teal is a good
Why
color.
teal?
It's the color of my people.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
That answers another question, I think.
Yeah.
Who is your biggest inspiration and why? These are both from Brandon Michael.
My biggest inspiration. I would have to say probably I liked Dr. Seuss. I like his kind of whimsy. I more like when I was a child. I remember growing up and being kind of fascinated by his colors and that tickles a little bit. and his strange shapes. Tim Burton, obviously.
Right.
Clive Barker. He's an author, but he's also a really dark artist. Neil Gaiman, who did Coraline, and a bunch of awesome books. Sandman. He's really good too. So I would say, a little bit of dark, a little bit of colorful, which I think reflects in my art.
That makes sense. Okay. Let's see. What is your favorite body painting you've done so far? That's from James Abraham.
My favorite body painting. That would probably be that really forested one that you guys saw with Seth.
With that was freaking awesome.
So Seth is amazing. He basically gives it to you every single time.
Does it look any different than when
Well,
it's an improvement, I understand.
I see it's blending.
Wow, the shade.
Have you not seen this show before?
Right?
I just sit here and drink.
All right, so the next one is, when are you auditioning for Skin Wars or Face Off?
Okay, so that's a good question.
Don't mention the R word. Last time we mentioned the R word, we got disconnected.
Really? Oh, so it's kind of complicated. Skin
Do you know
Wars.
what R word I'm talking about?
I know the L word. What's the R word?
The R word hosts the Skin Wars.
Oh.
I think she kicked us off the internet last week.
Really? So I shouldn't talk about it.
You can talk about it, but just don't mention that R word.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know she hosted Skin Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So Skin Wars reached out to me. I haven't really talked about this because I don't want to hype anything up. Skin Wars reached out to me and they asked me, do you want to be on Skin Wars? And I was like, oh, not really. I'm not ready. But okay, but I didn't say it. I kept it inside.
Right.
I kept it inside. And I was like, okay, we can entertain this discussion. So we're talking. I sent in my application.
Sweet.
Things are progressing.
Nice.
Basically in December is when I'll really find out something.
Awesome.
Wow.
And then I would be filming in January, and I would be gone for 6 weeks without internet. So no access to talking to the world.
Or your
no
phone.
phones,
That
nothing.
sounds like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes.
Oh,
Did you just say
oh God. God save us. We'll see you next week. I'm just kidding. What's the next question?
Lee Zagoran wants to know, can you see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I have to leave all the questions in there. Some of them are quite hilarious.
I'm gonna leave that to Felicia. What do you think?
I think it's laced with cocaine. And
Is that why they like it so much?
Yes.
Okay.
I like actual cinnamon toast. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is okay, but it's not my favorite. I like Golden Graham.
I don't like the aftertaste that Cinnamon Toast Crunch gives me.
Yeah. All right. If you had superpowers, what would they be?
The power to make you interesting. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Well, it's been great. Thank you so much for joining us.
I wasn't talking to you. No.
Is this fan on?
No. No. Sorry. It was.
Should I put my wig back on? It's getting hot.
It's from a movie. It's from a movie. Anyway, superpower.
Should I
Ability
check
to
the phone?
disappear right now from me blushing. So I'm quick-witted sometimes.
Yeah,
And I just
Sometimes.
say whatever's on my mind.
Oh wow.
Okay. Well then.
So, but to be invisible would be good right now.
I would like to be able to teleport and bring somebody with me.
Oh, okay. Like Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
It would be so much easier to get to gigs.
Right? And travel and shit. Like I wouldn't actually have to.
You'd be like, I'm
Worry,
going
like,
to
I can
China
just
right now, and then
go.
just go.
And then come back whenever.
And then we wouldn't have to worry about you having a 2-year passport.
Fucking State Department. So I have to say that having cousins that are lawyers are handy because she's actually working on that shit, like taking it to McCain's office. Because and I found out why. They sent a letter and said it's because my transition is still ongoing.
But
at what point does it not become ongoing? What
you don't have that.
I'm like, what
area no more.
Right. I'm like, I've had a hysterectomy. I've had top surgery. At what point am I going to be? And I'm
do you have to do a shirtless?
I'm like, I'm going to be on hormones for the rest of my life. At what point is it not going to be ongoing? So fuck you, State Department, and we're going to fix this shit.
Does
it have to be like 10 years or something before you become a human being?
I'm so stupid.
I warned you, we're not
So
human.
stupid.
Do you have to transform into a unicorn?
Apparently.
Okay.
Well, I'm halfway there, I think. Almost.
How many scarves do you own?
52? Somewhere in
Jesus
there?
Christ.
I think.
It's like how many pairs of shoes I have. What's
you
your
have
favorite?
More shoes than that.
Okay, those are just
you
my shoes.
liar.
I'm not even talking about Freddy's shoes. I'm just talking about my shoes.
Oh my. We don't like
what is your favorite quote and why?
To make
be
it
yourself. No, be yourself. Someone else is already taken.
Everybody else is
taken. There you go. Oscar Wilde.
Yep, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I
feel like everyone tries, and I do this too. Everyone tries to be someone else, so they try to appeal to other people. You see a lot in the gay community where everyone tries to be this idealized version of other people.
Can you speak a little louder? There's some people that might need to hear this.
And really, I mean, I find it more interesting when you are your own person. And
Patty's Pondering says
pumpkin spice cinnamon toast. Oh my god,
we need to try that.
Speaking of pumpkin spice, okay. Speaking of pumpkin spice, so Brandon, you're white. You like pumpkin spice stuff, right?
Only in October.
Okay.
Oh, we're white girl inspired as well.
Have you guys had the Trader Joe's pumpkin spice cookie butter?
No.
Oh
cookie
my god. Oh my god.
Is that a good idea? We should do like a pumpkin spice taste.
Get all the pumpkin spice taste testing shit in.
Would
like
you guys
October.
be down for that?
Do a pumpkin spice like smorgasbord.
I feel like Karen would want to show up.
I think that could be a thing. We may have to incorporate Karen into our
and I would like
white
Karen
girl pumpkin spice thing.
And then Karen should be able to sing about pumpkin spice. And you have time to work on
maybe
that.
we should have Patricia over as well. She's a white girl.
Yeah, we should just make this white girl inspired.
Do like a white girl pumpkin spice, but everybody has to like wear UGG boots.
Oh, I have a pair.
I don't. I mean,
I have a cheap pair.
This is getting real.
They're
dark.
not.
This is getting real dark.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my makeup.
No.
I was like, I can get that way. I'm
No.
so sorry.
So yeah.
Oh, look at Karen already agreed.
See, Karen's already on it. Oh,
should we do it in October or November?
Already. We can't. Well, we could do it in November.
But scoot over a little bit. Let me see how your makeup looks on the camera. Okay.
Ooh.
Come a little closer. There we go.
Look at that.
Oh
That's
my God.
awesome. Good night, Quinn. Thank you so much. Out. Karen's totally
Karen,
all
you're
about
great.
it. So I'm gonna need you to come up with a short little ditty about pumpkin spice between now. Let's do October.
Yeah, let's do October.
We'll do.
It'll be my
October.
birthday month.
Maybe should we do October or should we do November instead?
No, October.
October, okay.
Because it's before Halloween, before all.
Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so October we're gonna do our pumpkin spice thing
I
here.
wonder if I can find Halloween decorations right now.
I think so. The Spirit Store is already up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's early. Well, 4th of July. It's already time. Let's
Next
see.
question.
Do you have an issue or a cause that you're passionate about?
I feel like right now it's standing up for minority communities. So like I went to the Black Lives Matter rally
Oh, we were there too.
Yeah, okay, cool. I went to that before I got crazy and I went to the freeway.
Yeah, we left after.
Oh yeah, that was us. We were bye.
Like, I'm not doing that shit.
Well, it was funny because I felt we marched for probably an hour and a half, and I'm like, okay, we made a good point. I feel like we did some good in the world.
Then it started getting stupid.
And I was going back to my car, and then all of a sudden I saw like 10 cops go past, and I was like, oh, something happened.
We started seeing people like running. They brought out things like tear gas and stuff because people were being fucking idiots. It's like, okay, look, dude, if you're gonna do it, do it. I don't know.
Karen, what's the name of your single? Can we release that information? Karen wants to be on October 12th because her single comes out on October 11th.
Oh, I see how she's working this here. Okay, she's okay. Who would you most want to throw cold spaghetti at right now?
Sorry, that would be Brandon. Only because I actually cooked spaghetti and put it on someone's body as part of a body painting. True story. So I was, so they arrived and I was boiling spaghetti and they're like, no, we already ate. And I said, this isn't for your belly, this is for your body.
Ooh.
And then I draped it on his body and I hardened and then I painted over it. And then we got some really nice lines.
Now I'm hungry. Damn it.
Ironically, when that question was on there, I was like, wait, I have cold spaghetti in the fridge.
You're like, actually, we can do this.
Okay, so this next one, it's interesting. Trump or Hillary? Why?
Try not to go too long. We don't want to get tangled up in that.
Neither, but if I had to choose, then Hillary, because Trump is not a real person.
Thank you for that.
Is he a robot?
I don't feel
He's
like
not logical enough to be a robot.
Even his own party really can't take him seriously. So that's that on that. Next question, please.
Have you ever shit yourself in public?
Next question, please.
You told me to put all the questions. Answer all the questions.
My answer is next question, please.
Oh. Yes.
Can I use that during the next pageant?
Yes, that should be an on-stage question.
Have you ever shit yourself?
No, I'm sorry. I can't answer that question. So, next question. They're like, you only get one. But I said next question.
What is the most important message that you want to deliver through your art?
That the body is beautiful and you have nothing to be ashamed of.
Unless you're me.
No, you're lovely.
Don't lie to people.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you a Gia Gunn wonky eyelash, so I'll try to be careful.
Oh,
no, it's fine. It's
another person we can have on the show.
All right. There we go.
Have we gotten all the questions?
That's all the
Okay, there's another question that was asked.
Yeah, Scotty asked a question, but I didn't see what it was.
What was your favorite actor or actress?
Oh, there you go.
My favorite actor or actress? Oh, that's a hard question. So Cate Blanchett, probably for actress, because I feel like she's underrated, super talented, effervescent, gorgeous.
Lady crush on her?
A little bit.
I sense lady crush.
Actor, really anyone was gorgeous.
Give me an example of dark features.
Like,
yeah, I was like, wait.
Like dark hair, dark eyebrows. You know what I'm talking about? I like dark hair. I'm not a blonde person. I don't like blondes. Sorry.
I'm not a fucking blonde! Please don't make me prove that I'm a ginger. Please don't make me prove that I'm a ginger.
Stop it.
Please don't make me prove that I'm a ginger.
right now. We do not need to be an R and
I will prove that I am a ginger.
No!
I have no nipple hair.
It's not his nipple hair he's talking about. Gonna get us kicked off. YouTube's gonna send something. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Quinn Rose. As soon as we get done with the episode, it'll be right in your inbox. If anybody else needs to subscribe.
I think she subscribed to Karen, not us.
Oh.
Rude. Okay.
Well, Karen,
Whatever.
good luck to you.
Right?
Just
Whatever.
kidding.
It's fine. Fine, whatever. We're just...
Whatever. We're just
Whatever.
basic
It's
YouTubers.
We'll just die in a tire fire.
So, all right. So while
yeah.
Brandon's still working on stuff here, we're going to move on to a couple of things in our LGBT, etc.
Will you skip the one? Skip that one.
Which one?
You know which one I'm
There's
talking about.
a lot.
No!
The first one or
the second one, which is the longer one.
Okay, so I'll skip that one. Okay. So I've noticed that with everything that's been going on lately, that there really is such a thing as gay privilege.
What?
And I've had people go, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. And here's why. So I've noticed, and this is just based on my own.
It's not just you. There's a documentary about this.
Right. But this is based on my own sort of experience and observations and everything with what's been, everything that's been going on, is that for the most part, and mind you, this is a fucking generalization, so don't go all, well, not all gays, just like not all whites, blah, 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 blah. Okay, can we just...
But I thought we were
a generalization here. Unless it has something directly to do with them, fuck. And so, mass shooting, you don't really see anything. Oh my God, that's terrible. Orlando happens, and oh my God, it is the worst thing in the world. And now, and all the gays worlds just crumbled, and that was the worst thing ever.
It is a little bit of a generalization.
It kind of was a horrible incident.
But no, I agree.
And then after Orlando, mass shooting, blah, 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 blah. This all happened, and this happened, and this happened. And you hear
I have never painted my ears
nothing.
before.
No? Is this new territory for you?
Oh my God, I'm so ticklish on my
That's
ears.
funny. So
Get closer.
Oh my gosh.
you have the gays are all up in arms when Pulse happens. All up in arms when Orlando happens.
Teasing my husband, he doesn't like.
As soon as everything dies down about Orlando, which it does, just like it does after every mass shooting.
Which I don't think it should have.
It shouldn't have, but
what am I doing with it?
most people are generally silent for everything that happened beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that's been happening. The only people that I see that actually are talking about things that happened after Pulse, mostly, mind you, again, mostly are people of color, because they're talking about all the police-related incidents and all of that stuff. But again, for the most part, so many of the gays are just, we're not going to talk about it. This happens with rights that don't have anything to do with the actual cis gay community too. So, like, as far as the trans community goes, we've been busting our asses for years fighting for your fucking right to marry. Y'all got gay marriage, and then got really quiet.
You're assuming someone wants me enough to marry me.
Well, we all know you. We all see your.
What? What are we talking about?
Well, you're
It sounds like a giant dick.
Dating
with your.
Everybody that follows you follows
generic again.
Everybody that follows you on Facebook sees your dating escapades, or lack thereof, rather.
Oh,
Ooh, is that some shade?
I told you to get the glasses on.
I have a date tomorrow.
I know, it's very exciting, and he's like age appropriate.
I don't like to talk about my dating just because I feel like it's tacky. But once in a while, if it's something weird, like me dating someone close to my age, I think it's kind of fun to talk about.
So,
what just happened here?
We
got off topic.
Gays got gay marriage, and
Ooh, I'm liking this color.
now there's like nothing. Meanwhile, the trans community is fighting for things like fucking bathrooms. Like we're fighting for healthcare. We're fighting for things like fucking passports and getting our names changed and shit like that. But
you're stick things about my house.
Nobody usually does that.
I have been blessed.
Got real serious on that face too.
I have been blessed for the last.
So I noticed that too, which is why I started my Transcendent project.
Right.
Because I don't feel like there's enough. I feel like the T in LGBT is sort of like now become like this satellite.
We just kind of orbit.
Yeah. And
we just kind of sit there.
And there's not really a lot of love. I feel like there's a lot of discrimination in the community anyway. But towards the trans community, there's not as much support as there could be.
There isn't, and as far as, and you would, I mean, a lot of people are like, well, why is the T even in the LGBTQ? Because it's not even like, they should just be removed because it has nothing to do with sexuality, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so a lot of the people in the T community started out as L, G, or B. Most...
We talked about this last week.
I identified as a lesbian for most of my life. Okay, now, because I transition, say I transition and I identify as a gay man. Are you going to accept me under the G, but not really because of the T? Like,
where's started falling by itself.
Oh. Like, at what point do you cut it out? Like, it's okay if I'm a gay man, but I'm trans, but I'm not really gay man because I'm trans, and you're not going to accept the trans part, but you'll accept me being gay.
There's a double stand. So I want to say, these two earlier, that I'm like the Kimmy Schmidt of the gay world. But when I came out in pretty much, I'm going to say like it was like a black man walking in daylight. I came out when I moved to Arizona. And pretty much you get this, for me as a gay, effeminate black male, effeminates. We don't do the so-called fags, or we don't do the blacks, or oh, you want to be a drag queen? Oh, that's cool. I mean, I didn't experience that because I became a drag queen after I met my husband. But at what point do we get to this? So for those that have watched the show for a while, know that I'm pretty much being educated on this, and I haven't shut down and said, fuck that T. Because there's so many of my friends that are the T, and I don't mean that as the truth, as the tell-all, be-all. I mean that as the trans community. And we forget about those people as they become young women, as they become young men.
Or middle-aged men, as the case may be.
I was trying to compliment you. But...
You look good. We're the same age.
I know.
So don't be telling me you're old.
Oh, thank you for putting that in perspective. Okay. Anyway,
I'm still young and vibrant, as you are too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's all a matter of how you think about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. But for me, Laverne Cox was here and put this so perfectly. And if I didn't get in trouble for posting the recording of probably something I wasn't supposed to record, I would. But she put it so perfectly that the T is forgotten, and it's often the thing that people run to as a rescue. But I feel like we should embrace all entities, even as new gender roles or non-binary come out, or people are saying, I don't know what that is. You need to educate yourself. And I work in a place where it's very conservative. I have to be careful what I say because some of those people are but it's very conservative, and talk about the bathroom thing. Well, boys should go to the boys' bathroom. If they say they're a boy, they're a boy. I'm like, but we need to be like in it. Like, right. Don't say, if somebody says they're a boy, they're a boy. I mean, don't do that. Don't ever do that.
Don't minimize it.
If somebody says, I feel uncomfortable in the girls' bathroom, you make them go in the girls' bathroom, but they identify as a male, please check yourself. Please check yourself. Or if you say something like, I need all boys over here and I need all girls over here, and you say, well, but I know you as a boy, but are not fully transitioned, so over to the girl side.
Nah.
But see, and that's a frustrating thing that I even have to educate people is gender is not genitals.
No.
It's
exactly.
Really, it boils down to very simply, gender is not genitals.
No, because you have people that even don't necessarily identify under the T, but they're born with ambiguous genitalia. They're born with all, like, there's
all kinds of people.
So put everything into one box.
I have this weird fascination with and it has shown up on my Facebook and made Freddy a little bit uncomfortable. But there's some, but they're very artistic when they're doing it. There's some very like emasculating men. Like I want to say like they work out like maybe 2, and but they're wearing heels.
Which I think is actually kind of awesome.
Some of them have their nails done. Mm-hmm. And to me, as a effeminate man that walks around with nails, I think that is so empowering because, fuck, if they walk around and they have 10 tons of muscle, fuck it, I can do it too. Mm-hmm. Right? But getting back to the point, people do forget about the T. Mm-hmm. But people need to... don't forget where you came from kind of thing, where people go, well, you know, Freddy used to be a woman. Right. I mean, it could be looked at like that. Like people just totally forget, oh, well, he's a man now. It could totally be that way. And I feel that is kind of how it happens, is that the Laverne Cox of the world, or we're celebrating trans men, but then all of a sudden it's hush hush, you can't be on the cover of Men's Health.
Right.
That.
Ooh. But you know, the nice thing about this is, and it's obviously it's a challenge. The nice thing about this though is that we're having this conversation. Other people are having this
conversation.
Too, for putting in millions of dollars to have single cell restrooms.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But it's good that all these people are having this conversation. It's unfortunate that it took harmful legislation to have this conversation.
I want to say that it took harmful legislation, but it took also people dying.
Absolutely.
But even then, like I said, directly affect the gays. It's just sort of like, well, that's unfortunate.
I agree and disagree. I feel like obviously it's a smaller minority, but I feel like trans rights. It could be. That's true. Mm-hmm. And I feel like gender is becoming more and more fluid as we start going, okay, well, it doesn't have to be so black and white. I was actually reading an article about Native Americans and how they actually had 5 different genders. Christian, European. So there was two-spirit female, two-spirit male, male, female, and then
I feel like I've heard about
and then there was the both, having both genitalia.
Right.
So, but for them, it was a beautiful thing, and that the people that sort of were in this realm of having 2 different genders, they were used as like caretakers, or like the people that took care of the children.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
They're also known at, like, in many different cultures, they're also considered to be usually put in
I love how the viewership went up as we start talking about the tea.
In fairly high regard. Like, they're always a separate sort of section of society. That are, like in India, the Avanti girls are actually used as like entertainers and performers during festivals. And
I saw a documentary on
Amazon. Yeah, I watched that.
And they earn more than any of the cisgender people.
Okay, so we are starting to run out of time here. But, all right, Felicia, show us the non-painted side of your face first.
Oh.
No, you have to come this way.
I know what I'm doing.
They can't see you.
I was trying to hide that little bump.
Well, you're just going to have to...
This is a dude.
Well, something.
This is a woman.
Look at that shit. That's freaking awesome.
Can you see all the blue? Oh, there we go.
Am I going Felicia, no, you run.
There we go.
There you go.
It's a little shimmery blue.
That's awesome. Look at that. And just like, what? That was only like a few minutes between talking and chatting and stuff. I think
there was some red and some blue and some yellow and some copper.
I think it was awesome.
Yes.
Come a little bit closer with the light, like clear that people can see.
Into the light. Ooh.
Am I good? You need to direct.
I think that looks freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So, interesting note real quick before we sign off. In almost every Eastern culture,
thank you, Patties.
There is
Yes,
there
thank you,
is
Karen.
a word for trans women. However, no words for trans men in almost every Eastern culture.
Ooh.
That is something to ponder.
Should we do it on Patty's Ponderings?
There you go. I've actually asked. I've asked my friends. Because I lived in Bangkok for 5 years, and I was like, okay, so
you mean they don't have? In Thailand, isn't there a...
There's ladyboys. Ladyboys are not.
So it's not the other way around?
Nope. There's no word for it.
Fascinating. I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Oh, that was interesting.
Especially across multiple cultures.
Almost. I don't think I found an Eastern culture yet that has a word for trans men.
I think that Freddy is going to start trends because about a year ago he said that trans men are not on the cover of magazines, and there was a trans man on the
and
cover
he's
of
gorgeous.
Look at people listening to me and
He
shit.
is gorgeous.
Though people say they don't watch this show.
William is one.
Do you know that person?
Is that my hat? I think you may have her model in just a side cheek though. It might be your hat. A lot of people leave random hats.
Random shit.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be your hat.
Let me see this.
It's a cute hat.
It's a cute hat.
It's a cute hat.
Oh. It says the new future on it.
Well, let's see.
We want to thank our sponsors, the Phoenix. Oh, we want to talk about upcoming
shows and stuff real quick. Saturday, September 24th at the Nile Theater, we've got the main drag with myself and Felicia, with Mia Adams, Coco Bardot, and then from Albuquerque we've got Violet Stratton, and Trey Michaels is coming in. So that's going to be a badass show. We've got awesome vendors from Deadly Delectables, Skulls That Bloom, and Gabe King Photography.
All those people I buy
cool
from.
raffles and stuff. So definitely want to come and check that out. It's an 18 and over show, which is really badass. Not all ages, Mia.
Does that mean a nipple might be shown?
We could show nipple.
Oh, that's you're supposed to pay.
Oh,
do we have time?
Damn it.
We can do it on the way out.
There you go.
Oh my god.
And for those of you who didn't see today, Spotlight is actually making an official comeback at Rainbows Festivals.
It's about time.
I know.
Shut
and after
up.
2
I've been
years,
asking for 2 years.
Bring Spotlight back. So we're bringing Spotlight back. Spotlight is coming back Sunday, October 16th at 11 a.m. on the community stage at
11 a.m.
11 a.m. You're just gonna have to suck it up and do it. 11 a.m.
Oh my god, on a Saturday.
Everybody's painting their nipples.
Do his.
Do you want a nipple?
I want a nipple.
Okay, here we go.
But that's the same color.
It's okay.
Do you know how weird it is that I can't feel shit on my nipples?
But it's a beautiful nipple.
But
look at that. We all have purple nipples.
Yay! Look at the purple.
Mine was kind of ethnically kind of almost color.
Well, all right. So coming up, we have special guests coming up on the Fefe as well. We've got Drake Jensen, a country artist. We've got Anish, who's going to be back on with us from 1015's Morning Mess. Taylor Renee, Miss Renaissance Newcomer, and more. If you guys want to be on, let us know. We'll see if we can work you into the schedule. We'd like to so much thank our sponsors. We've got the Phoenix Movie Bears, who have always been there. I wanted to go see. They went to go see Kubo last night.
I know.
Which I could not.
Yeah.
Fucking working overnight. God damn it.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
I was working overnight. I worked overnight last night.
I was wondering why you were still awake.
Yeah, at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why.
Is your nipple still wet?
Yeah. I was like,
that's kind of exciting, right?
I was like, can I put my shirt away?
Gabe King Photography, who we're still getting amazing photos from him from this last.
He has more to come. Is what
I know.
He said.
The Makeup Eraser. Go to divaminer.makeuperaser.com to get yours. They're amazing for both makeup and like oil on your hands and all sorts of cool shit.
You should get a makeup eraser.
You should get a makeup eraser. If you guys want to be a sponsor,
hi, we need sponsor.
let us know.
We're like the children in Africa.
We can work all sorts of shit. We can work out all sorts of shit. Thank you so much for.
Freddy needs underwear sponsor.
I do need an underwear sponsor.
He would sit here in his underwear.
I do need an underwear sponsor. I need cute underwear. Somebody needs to sponsor my underwear.
I promise he will do it.
I will totally sit here in my underwear.
We'll get him a huge junk replacement. This is all right, but we can get a new one.
Model it after mine.
Yeah.
We can just get a new one that's like,
Jesus Christ. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
Thank you, Patricia Mason and Ryan and Karen Crusher and William and Quinn and everybody else who joined us online on YouTube. And thank you so much to our special guest this evening, Brandon McGill. Keep an eye out for more pictures that he's going to be posting of his.
You're going to be painted.
I am. I'm actually going to be painted.
Anything.
I'm actually going to be one of his models for the Transcendent project. I'm actually getting painted on the 10th.
It's coming up soon.
Why are you turning red?
It's the lighting.
Oh.
It's my pastiness.
Right?
We finally got somebody that's lighter than you.
Our white balance is all fucked up right now. It doesn't know what the hell it's doing.
It's like, oh wow, it's really dark on this side.
What the hell
it's really dark on that side. What else do we have?
We need Brandon. Okay, Brandon, go find Brandon on Facebook. Go find Brandon on. You didn't write any of that shit down, did you?
Excuse you.
Just Google my name. There'll be lots of penises out there.
Yeah, that doesn't say anything. It says go find out more about what Brandon is up to at BrandonMcGill.com or by connecting with him on social media.
So Facebook.
That's what he said, me.
Facebook.com/Art by Brandon McGill.
So look for him on Facebook, look for him on Instagram, look for him on the Twitter, look for him on
all
the social media, Tumblr. Tumblr is probably, good.
It's Tumblr.
On mine I have porn if you wanna.
Mine isn't porn, but it's very
We should connect so you can just...
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyhow, we'll be back next week with our special... Who do we have next
We're not going to announce that right now.
I don't... Okay, never mind.
And
we will be back next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, all right.
Let's have a Fefe. Let's have a Fefe.
Right.
I didn't play the music.
You never play the music. I don't know what's going on with you.
Don't come to me between two women and I'm in the beauty shop, bitch.
Oh, I took my hair off.
Oh, God.